Hello and welcome to Nokomis Regional High for tonight's broadcast of some Nokomis Warrior basketball. Tonight we have your Warriors taking on the Ponies of Foxcroft Academy in what should be an exciting contest. Ashton, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a good one here tonight, Ryan. Ponies coming off a loss, so aren't the Warriors. Both teams are going to be fighting really hard out here. Warriors do have one win under their belt, though, which, on the tape, a little bit better compared to Foxcroft. But, this is going to be two very physical, very tough teams, and I think they're going to match up pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. You talk about matchups there. Foxcroft obviously losing their first two matches to Brewer, understandably, and then also to MCI, which was quite a big margin of loss there as well. But Foxcroft not to be overlooked with players like Logan Martin and Lucas Ames on their roster, who are big physical players, as you mentioned, and that really doesn't bode well with the young players that Nokomis have. But I think Nokomis definitely outclassed Foxcroft on paper anyways. So I would be looking for Nokomis to pick up their second win of the season here for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I could agree much more, Ryan. I mean, Nokomis is just going to have to be careful with these physical players. We saw last game, first half, a lot of fouls. They had 10 team fouls within the first 8 minutes. So going to have to be careful with these physical players that are going to be driving in, not to foul. And I think if they can control that and control the turnovers tonight, this game's in the bag for them.
Yeah, definitely. And you have, for Foxcroft, coming off an 18-point performance, you have Logan Martin and then Ames with 14 also against MCI, and a 64-45 defeat to Maine Central Institute, and that was last week. So Foxcroft, a good team, made the playoffs in Class B a season ago. So a lower class opponent, but they finished 5-13 and the 11th seed in Class B last year, which obviously on record better than Nokomis, but Nokomis playing in what is obviously a much tougher conference. So Nokomis finishing 1-17 in Class A, but a growing team, losing one senior like I mentioned in previous broadcasts. So I think Nokomis definitely a team that have a chance to pick up a few wins this season with the localized schedule, and it definitely should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, I think it will be, Ryan. We'll see how this pans out.
So we got about 50 seconds until tip-off here tonight. The Ponies will be looking to pick up their first win, as I mentioned, and we'll run down the starters for Nokomis. I do have that information. Not quite sure. We'll see when Foxcroft takes the court. But for Nokomis, starting number 5, Jacob Noyes. He is a junior. A sophomore, number 10, Grady Hartsgrove. A senior, number 11, Keith Lilly. A junior, number 32, Hunter Flagg. And to round out the starting lineup is a sophomore, number 35, Madden White. So we are about to get underway here. Once again, no tip-offs this season to limit unnecessary contact, a precautionary measure due to COVID-19. And we'll start off with Grady Hartsgrove running the point. Feeds it inside to Lilly, handoff. It's a White. First shot of the game and just misses right, and it'll bounce over the backboard out of bounds. Good look there to start the game there for Madden White, and we'll see if he can bounce back from a bit of a slow start to the season, coming off a very strong freshman season. I think this is a game where he could really start to show his talent.
I couldn't agree more, Ryan. He had 10 points last game in the first 3 quarters. Led scoring for Nokomis, and, we want to see those open looks like that tonight as the drive-in. Just a little bit missed by Noyes there.
Yeah, Nokomis looking very aggressive in the early going here against Foxcroft, which is good. There's a foul there. Hard drive by Ames to the rim, and he's going to get 2 shots, but Nokomis looking very aggressive in the early going so far.
Yeah, I really think that's what you need to see from Nokomis here. They are a team that we saw last game, just didn't take a lot of shots. And so, you shoot them and you miss them, but you got to shoot them to make them.
Yeah, definitely a team that turns the ball over a lot, or at least they have so far in the early part of the season. But if you can get those shots up a bit earlier, I think that might help. A little more dribble penetration. We'll see if Grady Hartsgrove getting the start tonight makes any difference with that. The brother of kind of a Nokomis legend in Zach Hartsgrove, 1,000-point scorer. We'll see if he can live up to the hype of his brother. It's White on the edge here. He drives in, and he's blocked by Ames. Lucas Ames with the block after the 2 free throws, and a hard drive by Martin is missed. Eventually, it's Noyes to scrounge up the loose ball. Nearly a travel there by Noyes. Might have gotten away with one there. Thought about the 3. Comes off the screen, doesn't really get far. Lilly, nice pump fake. Now gives it over to White. Flag kind of loses the ball. It's tipped out of bounds, and should be Fox. It's going to be Nokomis' ball.
You know, Ryan, I mean, obviously still early in this outing here, but love the aggression we're seeing from Nokomis here. And, you know, I think especially against a physical team like Foxcroft, this is what they're going to have to do to win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of aggression from both sides, really. Foxcroft have been quick to get to the basket and really attack inside, which is a weakness of Nokomis for sure. Flag, really the only true big man on this team. I look at Lilly as more of a 3 in my opinion, but a little undersized for a 4. Foxcroft come away with a steal on the fast break, 2-on-2. Ames is blocked by White, but it's going to be another foul. No, it's going to be... might have been a foul. Looks like it is. Yeah, so Ames is going to go back to the line after sinking both of his on the first trip.
And, you know, this is kind of what I was trying to prelude earlier with the fouls. You know, like I said, this team, they're a physical team. You're going to see them penetrate in like that, and, you know, this is what they want. You got players that can go to the line and make their free throws. So, you know, they'll take the fouls.
Yeah, absolutely. And Flag, a player that often finds himself in foul trouble, definitely needs to be careful of that tonight, coming off an ankle injury where I believe he missed the game against Skowhegan, and his presence was for sure missed in that one as Nokomis went on to lose 55-33 was the final there. But we'll also see if Nicholas Jitsky gets any time after putting up 8 against Skowhegan, and a very impressive performance there from the senior off the bench.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best outings I've seen out of Jitsky this year and really
Flag
in years
spots
past.
up for 3. Sorry to interrupt there.
No, that's okay.
Hunter Flag spots up from 3, just a bit off there. He does have that range. I've seen him in practice hit those, but on the other end is Caden Crocker, who hits the 3. He was kind of hushed in that outing against MCI. He only scored 3 points, but he's got 3 already tonight. Outside shooter for Foxcroft, and definitely another player to watch out for. He really rounds out the Foxcroft squad well, in my opinion, because they have Ames and Martin, who are very aggressive drivers to the rim, but they also have that ability to kick it out to players like Crocker, who can really shoot from the outside. So a dangerous mix of players here for Foxcroft, and a team that can definitely give a scare to Nokomis for sure. Martin with a tough drive to the rim. And it's Logan Martin who finishes it to put Foxcroft up by 8 early on here.
Yeah, Nokomis really needs to do something with this possession here. Down by 8. So far shut out in this quarter. You know, 3 minutes in. You've got to get on the board here.
Yeah, Cretion recently into the game, see if he can give Nokomis a spark. Very good outside shooter, and really a good shooting team here as it's Hartsgrove who nails the 3. Grady Hartsgrove to open the scoring for Nokomis, and it's a quick timeout here. I think it was called by Nokomis actually, but definitely maybe a change in momentum here hopefully in the early going. But as I was saying, Nokomis with a strong shooting lineup out there with, you know, you have Hartsgrove who just hit the 3, but also Noyes and Cretion who are good outside shooters. So we'll see if they can drop a few more of those and get back into this quickly.
Yeah, I think, you know, this is a team that's definitely capable of doing it. We've seen them drop, you know, a few Dranos here and there, and we'll see. I think that's really might be the key for them tonight. If they can't get any inside penetration, they're going to have to shoot well from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they definitely got to start by being aggressive, though, like they were early on. That Noise drive to the rim obviously wasn't able to finish, but those are the looks that are going to really open things up on the perimeter for you with Nokomis being a shooting team. I'd also look to see if Keith Lilly can get the ball a bit more in that high post and kind of work his magic. We know he's got a good arsenal of post moves as well as mid-range shooting ability, so we'll see if he can kind of draw the defense in and collapse it out. Good drive here. Once again, it's Martin. He misses this time, just a bit long, but Logan Martin's been very aggressive in the early going. Nokomis back on the offensive end. Noise feeds across to Cretion. Now it's Lilly, mid-range pull-up, and he hits it. And Noise nearly came away with the loose ball off that inbound. Almost caught Foxcroft sleeping there, and eventually it's tipped out of bounds. It does stay with Foxcroft, but that's really good pressure there on the defensive end by Nokomis. Heads-up plays all around.
Yeah, Nokomis, they want to be in this. They're going to come back from this, and as you can see, they have put up 5-0 run here to bring it within 3. And it's going to be the defensive plays like that one that we just saw that'll really keep them in this.
Wow, what a move that was by Ames. Little behind-the-back move up and under. He was unable to finish. Maybe a bit too much from him, but really fancy moves there. His kick out. It's Noise open for 3. Rims out. Flag with the offensive rebound and puts it back up and in. Hunter Flag on the score sheet, and Nokomis open up a 7-0 run to pull back within 1. And now here's Logan Martin. Crossover move off his shin. He's able to get it back. Throws up a wild shot trying to draw a foul. Nearly fell, but Flag pulls down another rebound. Noise feeds over to Cretion. Back to Noise. Lilly misses the short-range jumper. Good look there again from Keith Lilly. See if he can continue to be aggressive like that. And now Ames tries a little handoff. It's going to be a blocking foul on Cretion trying to draw the charge. Decent play there by Cretion, the sophomore, to try and draw the charge there. And I think Nokomis might have some good luck trying to do that throughout the game with Foxcroft, a very physical, aggressive team.
Yeah, we've seen Nokomis do that before. I think right back to last year playing Hamden with all-star player Bryce Lozier. And that's really, we put him into foul trouble by putting Nick Jitz on the floor, and, he can draw them charges.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. And substitution here, a freshman gets in for Foxcroft. He on the ball now, feeds it underneath. Missed layup, but the freshman Cornet gets into the game. Undersized player, but that's a good matchup for Cretion there. So we'll see. Cretion very rarely the bigger player, and his matchup as that's an and one. Keith Lilly, Nokomis bench going wild there, and that puts Nokomis into the lead. 9-8 with a chance to make it a 2-point advantage from the line. Keith Lilly's looked very good in the early going here, and I know the last game that I called, he got a lot of opportunities to score and was struggling to finish, but tonight he's looked very good to open. So we'll see if Foxcroft can answer. 10-0 run now by Nokomis. They've really tightened it up on the defensive end, forced tough shots, and that's another tough shot, but this time it falls for Caden Crocker once again to 5 points on the night. Cretion swings it across. Now it's Lilly. Trying to find a pass, puts it on the floor now. He's got Martin on him. Good move to blow by Martin, but he loses the handle. Foxcroft looking to get out in transition, but Nokomis get back well. Ames throws it away. Grabbed by Noise now. A little too much with that behind the back dribble. It's Cretion, open look. That's a bit long. Lilly in there fighting for the rebound. It's off him and out of bounds. Tumble down between him and Brad Witten there under the basket. Looks like they're both going to be okay, but a good fight once again from Lilly, and that's a good open look for Cretion. He'll knock those down. Nokomis continuing to get good looks on the offensive end. Tie game here, 10-10. Ames tries another scoop shot. He hits it this time, banks it in. So it's, once again, it's Lucas Ames. He's got 5 now himself. Cretion on the offensive end once again. Feeds it across. Lilly, the go-to man so far tonight for Nokomis. Nice little hesitation move, but Logan Martin sticks with him well. Flag, haven't said his name too much tonight, but he drills the mid-range. The man right in his face. It was Witten on him. And Hunter Flag hits it for 2. Witten with it now. Feeds it across. Martin thought about a deep 3. Now it's Lilly fighting for the loose ball, and Cornet just decides to reset. Cornet with some handles here. Feeds it underneath. Nice pass. Witten is blocked by Flag. Hunter Flag having the best of that matchup so far tonight, with a shot right in the face of Witten and then a block on the other end.
Yeah, Flag's got those defensive hands. You know, if you've got him on you, you got to watch out. If you ain't open for the shot, he's going to have it.
Yeah, Flag definitely put on some size in the offseason. A very physical player underneath the rim. Obviously, like I said before, gets himself into foul trouble quite often, but if he gets a clean block on you, it's gonna hurt your ego a bit, that's for sure. And we'll see on the next dead ball a couple of substitutions. Carter Rice and Connor Marquis get into the game. Marquis out with a concussion. That possibly could have been a foul there on the closeout for Lilly. He misses the 3 to end the quarter, and we are level after 1, 12-12. A very exciting first quarter of action here between the Foxcroft Ponies and your Nokomis Warriors. And what are your thoughts on that great first quarter there, Ashton?
You know, I think we were right. This is going to be quite the duel out here. Tied at 12. You know, we've seen both teams, and they've been playing out, and, you know, Foxcroft got a little bit sloppy there, let Nokomis go on a 10-0 run. And, you know, I think if they pick it up, they're going to give Nokomis a little bit of a hard time. But Nokomis really out there playing, hitting their shots tonight. And I think that's really the biggest difference between this game and the Skowhegan game is Nokomis is getting their rebounds and they're making their shots. And I think that's really huge.
And during this first intermission here, we would like to thank Palmyra Golf Course and Campground for sponsoring Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting, 147 Lang Hill Road, Palmyra, and the number. And then we would also like to thank A.E. Robinson Oil Company for sponsoring Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting, 60 Newport Road, Corinna, 278-4626. So thank you to those companies for sponsoring Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting as we get the second quarter underway. It's going to be Cornet staying in the game here. He's looked good so far, the freshman for Foxcroft Academy. And I think Hunter Flag and Keith Lilly have looked very good in that first quarter. I kind of gave them a hard time in the opening there. Undersized players for their positions really in Class A, but with Foxcroft being an undersized team, they've really shined so far in the early going. Flag, especially with the rebounds, and then Lilly with a couple of good shots on the offensive end to spark the scoring for Nokomis. And they'll start the second quarter with a quick turnover, Foxcroft will. Jab step there from Lilly, and Cornet with the quick hands to pick it away from Lilly. Tries to feed it underneath. Good fight there by Carter Rice. Eventually it's kicked out, and Lilly grabs it. Bit of a scramble for possession here, behind the back dribble. It's Hartsgrove to slow it down, but Cretion, another good look for 3. Cretion with a bit of a cold start, but he's a shooter. He'll knock those down. That's a great feed by Martin, and the layup was missed. Martin will be a little upset to not get his assist there. It was Cameron Chase, a sophomore for Foxcroft, missing that layup. Yeah, but definitely a good feed there by Logan Martin to see the court. Martin recently committed to the University of Maine to play Division I football. No basket on that. It's going to be a foul before the shot, but as I was saying, Logan Martin this afternoon committed to play Division I basketball at University of Maine, so congratulations to him. I did say football.
You said basketball.
Did I say basketball? My bad. No, football player. Is a very solid basketball player, though, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, scored 18 against MCI, but definitely his main sport being football, playing Division I.
Well, I mean, and you can see how that, you know, even carries over onto the basketball court here. Really physical player out there, making plays and having that good awareness that we talked about earlier.
Lilly rejects the shot there, but unlucky. It's put back up and in there. Crocker once again. Caden Crocker's looked good in the early going here, number 15 for Foxcroft. He's got 7 points. Rice able to save it, but right into the hands of Martin. He's going to push in transition. tries a little behind the back pass. It eventually does kick out to Crocker, and then there's going to be some sort of violation here maybe on Nokomis. Foul. Not sure what the call is there, but slipped away from me. Alex Grant gets into the game here, freshman for Nokomis. And I like that matchup there of Cornet and Grant, two similar-sized players going at it in varsity basketball.
I'm going to say it's not very often you get to see a matchup like that where two, just a little bit below average-sized players are able to match up, and I think it's going to create quite the duel between the two of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Alex Grant was expecting to see a player anywhere near his size in his freshman year, and I actually think he's got the height advantage there, which very, very interesting. Also, Grant did hit the game-winning shot in the junior varsity game today. He's a swinger, so nice work by him on that end of things. We'll see if that can translate over to this varsity game. And Rice hits a three following his shot in, but Carter Rice with his first points of the night, and he's on the board for three. That puts Nokomis back into the lead, 15-14. Ames will try to answer back. He banks it in. Lucas Ames for three, answers right back. He's got 8 points on the night. And that was, I don't know if he called bank there, Ashton.
I didn't hear it from up here, but I don't know.
Missed shot there by Nokomis, hustled by Noyes. He ends up on the ground. Ames thought about another three there. Cornet will try it now. It's a bit short. Another offensive rebound, and it's a foul. I think that one's going to go on White. Fouled Crocker in the action. Caden Crocker looked very good in the early going, and a big group of subs here for Foxcroft. 4 in, 4 out. And the only player to remain on the court is going to be Lucas Ames. So big group of substitutions there. Gets quite a few of Foxcroft starters back in. Witten, Martin, and Adam Connor get back into the game. And Nokomis win the ball right back immediately, trailing by 2 here. 5:06 to go in the second quarter, and what has been an exciting back-and-forth matchup. Nokomis really rotating through those point guards. You had Hartsgrove out there to start. Cretion getting a few minutes, and now it's Grant, as that's Jacob Noyes with another take to the rim, and this time he finishes with a little outside of the hand flick. Nice shot there by Jacob Noyes. A little more aggressive, and now the steal. Noyes gets on the ground. Nokomis looking like they want this one more than Foxcroft. Good feed.
Oh, yeah, Nokomis really starting to show their aggression out there, both on the offensive and defensive end.
Yeah, pulling down every loose ball. That's 2 offensive rebounds, and now it's Noyes for 3. Jacob Noyes with back-to-back buckets.
Oh, yeah, I talked to Jake before this game, and he told me he was going to give me a Drano, and he has not disappointed so far.
He's got 5 points in rapid succession there. Back-to-back trips down the floor. Nice little floater there by Logan Martin to answer back. And Foxcroft have stayed in this one, even with Nokomis' aggression. Noyes now throws it away. Ames coming the other way. 2-on-2 fast break. It's Martin. Looks not to take the open mid-range. Up top, good feed underneath. That's Witten wide open under the basket. And that was a great pass there by Jaden Richard, another freshman for Foxcroft Academy. So a good group of freshmen here for this Foxcroft team, and they're definitely set up for the future, but they also have some good players now, as that's Madden White streaking to the basket for 2.
Nice assist there by Flagg. Little handoff right to White. I bet they had that one planned out for a while.
Yeah, I am going to have to apologize if the stats are wrong tonight, because this game has been going way too fast for me to keep track. It's Ames now to Martin and underneath to Witten. Witten feeling it after that basket. Reverse layup is good. So now Witten with 4 points on back-to-back trips down the court.
This is quite the back-and-forth battle we're seeing here.
Absolutely. A lot of offense in the past couple minutes, and that one was Grant missing a 3. It's Logan Martin with a quick transition bucket. That's a great play, heads-up play by Martin to get out and transition and see the gaps in that Nokomis defense. Grant with a good feed, high post. It's Rice right into the hands of Grant, and now it's Madden White trying a three. That's a bit long. Good looks on both sides of the floor. Martin was open ahead and elects not to make the pass, but it's Ames instead. He knocks down another three. So Lucas Ames with 11 points now in the first half of play, and Nokomis are forced to take a timeout with Foxcroft going on a big run there to take the lead 28-22. 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this first half, and that is a big run there by Foxcroft. We'll see if Nokomis can get back in this one to close out the half. So we'll take a look at that Madden White basket there, and great feed underneath. And it's flagged, just turning around and seeing White streaking hard to the basket. And we'll look to see more of that off-ball movement for Nokomis to really get those open looks under the basket. Nokomis not a team that really creates a whole lot of layups like that, but when they do, it tends to be the games that they win. And so we'll see if they can continue to get those easy buckets.
Yeah, I think that's really going to be the key for Nokomis is, try not to force anything. And I think they've been pretty good at doing that tonight. Take the shots that Foxcroft is going to let you have.
Yeah, offensively, for sure, getting easy looks quite often. And the biggest thing is really limiting turnovers, which is something they've done very well tonight. Nokomis have gotten shots up on nearly every possession, which is so important. So now it's Lilly. A little hook shot, misses there. Off the hand of Witten, I believe. It is. No, it's off the hand of Lilly, so it's going to be Foxcroft ball. Chance to extend this lead even further. Nokomis need a stop here. Grady Hartsgrove back into the game. Connor Sides also into the game, another freshman for this Nokomis squad. And Richard also still in the game for Foxcroft. Martin looking to drive on Noise. Help defense by Sides, creates the loose ball. Witten takes a bump. Lilly draws the charge. Wild series of events there. Loose ball, hustle play by Sides, and eventually it's Lilly to take the bump and draw the charge.
I tell you what, you can't help but love the aggression being shown by both these teams here tonight. And, you get a feel both these teams want it, but it's looking like Nokomis might want it just a little bit more out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Nokomis have been hustling for every loose ball. I don't know what Coach Martin got into them in that pregame press conference, but, man, they are a press conference, a locker room talk, I should say, but they are out here giving it their all for sure. Definitely wanting this game, like you said. Here's Noise, spins off Martin. Try to feed it quickly underneath the sides. It'll stay with Nokomis, but good defense there by Foxcroft. Martin was kind of out of the play after that steal. Didn't really get back in well, and Nokomis playing 4-on-5, unable to convert on that opportunity there. Keith Lilly. Another drive by him. Good move, and he finishes. It's Keith Lilly once again. Lilly's been streaky tonight. We'll see if he can keep this run of form going here. He's got 7 points. And Nokomis trailing by just 4 now as we get under a minute to go in this first half of action. Ames misses. Offensive rebound by Witten, and it's a jump ball. Nokomis take it. Another heads-up play by Nokomis, and that's been the story of the game so far. It's really what's kept them in it. Even when Foxcroft have been hitting these tough shots, they've continued that tough pressure and hustle plays to really keep them in this game. I think that could make the difference. I just look for a few more rebounds and closeouts on the defensive end for Nokomis. So White rattles out on the three, but yeah, Foxcroft have gotten a lot of second chances. And that's going to be a foul on Nokomis with Foxcroft coach right in the face of the referee there. Maybe had a little bit of an influence on that call.
And it's going to be a 1-1. Nokomis now in the bonus.
Yeah, not terrible for if you're Nokomis. 32 seconds to go in the half just now to get into the bonus. team that oftentimes finds himself in foul trouble. It'll be a 1-1. This will probably be the only foul that'll be a 1-1 in this half. So decent job so far tonight by Nokomis. And Flag's still on the bench. We'll see if he can get back into the game soon here, as Nokomis have really struggled on the boards while he's been out. And that's another banked in shot. I'm not sure they're calling these ones, Ashton. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if we analyze the points up there, Nokomis might be winning. You know, I don't even think these guys called bank.
Witten with 5 points now. Misses the second. That should be Foxcroft ball. Unlucky there. But it's good pressure by Lucas Ames off the free throw. It's off the hand of White, unable to pull it down. Ames a big physical player, and White only a sophomore, who is fairly sizable for a sophomore, but it's difficult to deal with that kind of pressure. Steal there by Sides. Rips it away from Logan Martin. Sides, a player that's looked very good, especially on the defensive end. He is a presence with those quick hands. He's a very quick player all around. And he is able to pull it away from senior Logan Martin right there. And Noyes loses the handle. It falls out of bounds. Looks like Nokomis might press here, actually.
3.9 seconds left. We'll see.
Yeah, looking not to foul here. Ames long on the shot there. I didn't notice the time. That's a good shout there, Ashton. Probably only pressing because there's 3 seconds left in the quarter, but that will end the first half of action with Foxcroft leading by 5, 29-24, and what has been a very exciting matchup, definitely the most exciting matchup of the year so far tonight. And I really look for Nokomis to come out of this second half and really drive it down the throat of Foxcroft. They need to get more open looks on the offensive end. They started off very good, but kind of sizzled out there. So we will take it into halftime. See you on the other side. Thank you for watching Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Welcome back to Nokomis Regional High for Nokomis Varsity Basketball. Tonight we have your Warriors taking on the Ponies of Foxcroft Academy. I'm Ryan Bell alongside color commentator Ashton Karen. And we are about 2 minutes away from getting underway in the second half of action for what's been most likely the most exciting game of the year for sure. A back and forth affair between two solid teams, growing teams, and teams that really want to win this game. I think that's been clear. So Nokomis trailing by 5 going into the second half. And we'll take a quick look at the remaining schedule for Nokomis, who are currently 1-2 on the season. We have Brewer on Friday, which will be a tough test. Brewer, a solid team. Then MCI, which is another good game that Nokomis really will be looking to win. And then that'll be followed by Skowhegan. We'll see Foxcroft again. That'll be away. We'll have the girls here on Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Then Hamden, state champions a year ago. That'll be away, so we'll have the girls once again. Then Herman, and they will round out the season against MCI away. So we will, again, have the girls here. But I think Nokomis has a very tough schedule, but also a lot of games that they can win. And they will the boys, anyway, will round out the season on the road quite a bit after seeing their early season played here at Nokomis quite a bit. But I think that MCI, Herman, even the other game against Foxcroft, all games that Nokomis will definitely be marking on their calendar as games that they should be winning. And so we'll see how this one finishes out tonight.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a real nail-biter, Ryan. I mean, we're at a 5-point game now going into the half, and you know, as we've seen, Nokomis can be a really strong second-half team when they put their mind to it, and with the aggression they've displayed so far tonight, you know, I think that this one's going to come right down to the wire.
Yeah, absolutely. If this one keeps going the way it is, Nokomis need to put together a few stops here, but both teams have gone on runs of 8-10 points at a time. As to open up the half, it's a 3 by Crocker. He's up to 10 points already. Crocker's been a threat.
That was a wide open look by Crocker there.
Lily misses a putback attempt. Eventually, White tracks down the loose ball. Now Noise, and Nokomis will get a chance to reset with it. White driving hard. He's going to get fouled. It'll be before the shot, I assume. So Nokomis will get a baseline inbound. But definitely need to score here. I know it's early on in the second half, but Foxcroft starting to pull away with that 3, leading by 8 now. Flag gets a look underneath, but 2 Foxcroft players surround him. Flag travels going to the floor. Bit unlucky there by Hunter Flag. He was swarmed by 2 Pony defenders off the inbound. It was a good look, but just unable to go up with it. Here's Ames. Hesitation move. 2 Foxcroft players wide open on the other side. Pass by Martin. The shot's missed there by Connor. Another possession, but it's a travel and a turnover by Foxcroft. And Nokomis have struggled with allowing offensive rebounds, especially late in that first half with Flag on the bench. So I'm not sure how many fouls Flag has. I don't think he's in foul trouble, though. So I think we'll look to see if he can get some more minutes here and really finish out this game, because he was a presence in the early going underneath the basket, and he really dominated that matchup against Brad Witten down there in the post. Flag is going to get it here. Back out to Noise. Catch and shoot. That's long. Good hustle for the rebound by White. He misses the putback, though. Flag gets it now, and he misses, but Flag was fouled. 2 shots here for Hunter Flag, and a bunch of missed opportunities there. You got to look at it that way as Nokomis. I know you're getting 2 free throws here, but that was 2 wide open layups missed in a row if you're Nokomis. But really a great play by Madden White to kick that all off and grab that offensive rebound. Nokomis got to keep with that same hustle they had in that first half. Flag misses his first foul shot. Hunter Flag with 4 points already tonight. Nice layup and a mid-range jumper as that one goes down for him to put him up to 5. Now Nokomis will press a little bit of a light press. I'm not sure if I like that move with the aggression of Foxcroft, as Martin finishes there. But, I think the press could work if they can force some turnovers. I know Foxcroft have struggled to keep the ball at times, but the aggression of Foxcroft in transition, I don't know that a press really bodes well here. Guess it's worth a shot, though, with the way this second half is opened. Foxcroft leading by 9 with the ball here. A chance to push that to double digits as Martin, the long lead pass there out of bounds. Now it's going to be Madden White to take the ball up, and it's a good feed ahead. Flag with some space, and he's going to go back to the line. Nearly finished there. I think he wanted the and one, but another chance to put up points here for Hunter Flag from the foul line, and that was a good heads-up play by White to see Flag up ahead. I was going to say, Nokomis really rotating the guards. With, you had Hartsgrove to open up. Cretion seen some time. You've seen Rice in there. You've seen Sides in there. A lot of players running the point. Grant even getting some time. So it's really been a rotation. Donovan Kurt hasn't seen the floor yet tonight. We'll see if he maybe gets an opportunity as well. Flag hits the second one there. Now it's Foxcroft with it. A little floater. Bounces out. Fight for the rebound. And it's Madden White who pulls it in. That's Hartsgrove. Swung across to Lilly. He's going to drive. Could be a charge. It's going to be. It is. It's going to be a charge on Keith Lilly. Foxcroft take possession back. Carter Rice going to get in on the next dead ball. He's going to get in right now.
Yeah, that was Lilly's 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, Lilly looked good in that first half. Nokomis keeping with the press, but Lilly with 7 points in that first half. Very aggressive. Martin, nice move, but he traveled. That wasn't Martin, was it? Looks like that was Crocker, actually. But nonetheless, it was a travel. So Nokomis with another chance to bite into this Foxcroft lead. Sitting at 7. Tipped away. Now it's Martin all alone. Whew. Almost missed that layup. But it goes down for him. Logan Martin with 8 points tonight. Feed underneath. Turnaround jumper. Hartsgrove misses. Fight for the rebound. It's White once again challenging for the board. And he's going to get 2 shots. Madden White has been very aggressive on the glass here in the early going of the second quarter. And I think his teammates really need to take note of that and start doing that themselves. It's been a fight for every rebound really so far this game. Both sides really challenging hard. This time it's White winning the battle and getting a trip to the line. He'll miss the first one.
Chance to cut it down to 8 here. 5 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, and I really think Nokomis have dominated this game in the half-court set, but Foxcroft have been able to get out in transition and really feed off the turnovers of Nokomis well, and that's what's willed them to this lead here. As White knocks down the second one.
Yeah, Nokomis, probably one of the bigger things that they need to work on is, getting back in that transition.
Cornet with the feet underneath, and it's a wide open layup there by Jackson Smith, freshman to freshman for Foxcroft, and Smith has his first bucket of the night here in the second half. But honestly, Ashton, I am not a fan of Coach Martin's decision here to go to the press, and it's not really working at the moment with Foxcroft's ability to get out in transition. Yes, it's forced a few turnovers, but it's allowing for a lot of easy buckets, and I think Nokomis can win this battle in the half-court set. There's still a lot of time on the clock here. There's no need to really press and push for that lead so quickly. I think you can just chip into it slowly if you play them in the half-court set. Foxcroft, really an aggressive team. They like to get ahead of steam going towards the basket, which can be limited.
No, I agree, Ryan. I mean, in all honesty, I admire Coach Martin for wanting to try something, but Nokomis just can't get back in that transition fast enough, and they're getting burned on almost every possession here when they're going and providing that press in the backcourt.
Well, I see the rationale there. Like, you want to force turnovers and put up points quickly, but there's just so much time left on the clock, and it's obviously, like you said, burning them a lot. So I think that the press is just a bit much at this point in time in the game. Feed underneath off the back of Smith and out of bounds. But came off the hand of a Nokomis player, so it will be a inbound for Foxcroft. Cornet to take it. Off the screen, Smith, and now it's Martin. Thought about the three. Martin definitely not an outside shooter. He's pump faked a few of those threes, but oh, as I say that, he knocks one down. Logan Martin for three on the step back. He's got 11. Just about to say he's not a shooter, and then he knocks it down. Nokomis looking to answer back. It's Madden White, turnaround jumper from the high post. He's frustrated with himself after that miss. That was a good look, but Nokomis need to keep their head up here as that Foxcroft lead expands. Ames blocked by Flag once again. Now it's Rice out in transition. It's a 2-on-2 break. Misses the layup. It falls into the hands of Noyes for three. He misses. Flag with the board. He misses as well. And eventually it's pulled down by Crocker. Out in transition, finds Cornet. Cornet pulls up for three. That's missed. Flag once again with the rebound, and it's end-to-end here. White sizing up Martin. Crossover move. Fadeaway jumper is good. And finally a timeout called, but this has been end-to-end action. And that was Madden White hitting the fadeaway jumper there. Tough look. And he's got 5 points now.
Yeah, a much-needed shot there for Nokomis. Down 11. I mean, if you're Nokomis right now, I'm not super worried about him. You know, they went on a little 10-0 run there earlier, down 12, so.
And, you know, I was saying how I didn't think Logan Martin was the three-point shooter on this team, but he really proved me wrong. Take another look at that step-back three there. Quite the shot, as he's pump faked quite a few. I think that was his first three of the night, and he hit it. What a time to hit it. Really put the dagger into Nokomis, but that White three, we'll see if that turns the tide here. Nokomis now down by 11, but they're going to need some points. Still plenty of time left in this game, and Foxcroft, well, they have scored quite a bit on Nokomis. It's been in transition, and in the half-court set, they forced tough shots like that Martin three, as you just saw. So we'll see. But I really look for Nokomis to get back into this. They just need a good run of play.
Yeah, and you see Coach Martin, he's changed up his press, and he's having his players stay back on the half court now, which I believe is a smart move on his part for sure.
Crossover by Cornet. Now it's Crocker. Trying to find a pass. It is to Cornet. Quick pass now to Ames. Ames taking it out. And I think players on this team like Ames and Martin, well, they are very physical and aggressive. They oftentimes take wild shots when they're forced, and Nokomis has, when they're able to sit back and defend well, they've done well. It's Ames at the line here. He's drawing the foul there. And my man, Nicholas Zhitsky, is going to come into the game after this free throw. Most likely going to come in for Flag. And it is. Hunter Flag. That is his first foul of the game. Very impressive there by Hunter Flag to make it through 2.5 quarters without a foul in the post. So great job there by Hunter Flag. We'll see what Nicholas Zhitsky can do. Like I said, put up 8 points against Skowhegan in the last game.
He had quite the game. He had, he definitely led Nokomis for offensive and defensive rebounds. So, maybe that's the presence they need here in the paint tonight. A little bit of that while Flag gets a break.
And, on the other end of the spectrum, Cornet has looked so good for me tonight for Foxcroft. Such a scrappy little player with quick hands, and he's pulled away a few steals. His passes have gone quickly, and he's just such a great young player there. We'll see if he grows a little bit. That might help him out, but a good young player there for Foxcroft as White knocks down the shot there. Tipped away. Rice out in transition with it. He'll go up, and he'll finish, and the foul. Carter Rice off the bench, cutting into this Foxcroft lead out of that timeout. chance to cut it down to 8 points, and that might be the shifter of momentum there. He's got a chance now to cut it down to 8. Foxcroft with a couple of quick subs here. 2 more freshmen get into the game. Or no, 1 more freshman rather. Jaden Richard, and then Cameron Chase, who's a sophomore, also gets into the game. And that's Chase who pulls down that board. Ames looking to just slow it down a bit here with no momentum all going Nokomis' way after that basket by Rice.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely the smart move, slow it down a little bit. That's how Nokomis went on their last little run at the beginning of the first quarter. Was the Foxcroft started putting up wild shots trying to slow them down, and Nokomis was just making good shots and having good defense.
Yeah, you definitely hit it on the head there. I think Nokomis or Foxcroft are being very smart here to slow the game down, and Ames will get another trip to the line. That's a blocking foul on Hartsgrove. But, Foxcroft have been very smart here to just keep the ball, and I think that's in part to their coaching staff there playing this one very smart. It's not going to be a shooting foul there, actually. So it'll be a Foxcroft inbound instead. Only a 3rd team foul for Nokomis. Martin with the kick out. Shot is well long there by Connor. Feet ahead is picked off. White did well to just stand up Richard there. And the ball just dribbles out of bounds. Nokomis will get that possession there. Another good play by White to force a turnover. Madden White's looked good defensively, and he's had a good string of offensive possessions as well this past few minutes. Tipped rebound into the hands of Richard. Nokomis get back in numbers well. Richard trying to find a pass. Eventually it does go. It's Crocker. Crossover on Noyes as well to feed him to the baseline, and Noyes got a hand on that one, I think, so it'll go out of bounds. Foxcroft possession. Still leading by 9 here, 1:15 to go in the third. Nokomis have looked good in the past few minutes, and that one went off the underside of the net, I believe, a bit short, and it's Noyes to pick it off. 1:09 to go here. White, aggressive drive, and he finishes. Madden White's fired up. He's got his 3rd bucket in rapid succession. Madden White now has 9 points, I believe.
Not sure. There was a call on the floor there. Really not sure what just happened.
The points are still on the board. We'll see if they get chalked off.
Not sure. Anyways, less than a minute left.
Martin with a little fadeaway jumper, and he hits it. Logan Martin has hit a couple of tough shots here in recent possessions, and it's really made it difficult for Nokomis to cut into this lead. But White's feeling himself here. I think he ought to get the ball in his hands here for this last possession. It's kicked out to him. He's got an open look. He misses. Nicholas Jitsky with the offensive board. He's unable to finish. 21 seconds to go now. Crocker looking to get out in transition. Dribbles past 3 Nokomis defenders, takes it to the rim, looking for a foul. A little bit upset about that. And they'll say Nokomis got a hand on it. So
yeah, it looked like Hartsgrove might have had a little bit of a block there on that one.
And I like the no call there from the official. You oftentimes see players just kind of run into another player, and that's a foul. But I think Hartsgrove just kind of stood there, and there's really not much he could do about it. So I think that's a good no call on the part of the officiating crew, as Noyes misses the 3. Fight for the offensive rebound is missed. And that will be how the third quarter ends. So a tough start to the second half, but Nokomis really bounced back well. And it's going to take something special to get back into it, but I think Nokomis might have it, trailing by 9 points, 45-36 here, heading into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Nokomis really just needs to go on a little bit of a defensive run here, They've kept up offensively. They haven't let Foxcroft build the lead up. Now we just got to see a little bit something special happen on defense here. I think that's the missing link.
Yeah, absolutely. And a player that's really kind of struggled in that first half but has come to life here in the second half, Madden White. And we'll take a look at that steal and basket he had. And the little floater there, tough shot with the defense right in the face. And he was fired up after that one. 6 consecutive points for Madden White to really cut into this Foxcroft lead. But like you said, Ashton, the defense needs to be there if they're going to be able to make a run back into this one, because Foxcroft have consistently put it in on Nokomis. And, Martin's hit some tough shots. So we'll see if he slows down in this fourth quarter and Nokomis can really get back into it. Jiski stays on the floor for Nokomis alongside Carter Rice, who had that and one earlier on in this third quarter. We'll see if Rice can continue to play well. White pulls up. Misses this time. A little bit of a heat check there from Madden White. Martin looking to get out in transition. Slows it down. Like you're saying, Foxcroft might just look to bleed the clock a little bit here, knowing that Nokomis have quite a bit of momentum. Nokomis going to be very aggressive. And, now you might see Nokomis go into that press. Maybe not quite yet, but a few minutes go by here, and Nokomis haven't really cut into that lead. I think maybe it is time to go into that press because they did force a few turnovers. And, you might get scored on a bit, but you really got to take that risk as it gets later into this game. So I think we'll see maybe around the 4 or 5 minute mark to go in the fourth quarter. We might see Nokomis go back to that press if they're unable to string some possessions together here. That's going to be a foul. Goes on Rice. It'll be the fourth team foul for Nokomis. Shooting foul. So Logan Martin will get 2 shots from the line. Martin with a solid game so far tonight, already with 13 points. And like I was saying, some tough shots. We saw that step back 3, little fadeaway jumper from the elbow. But most of his points have come from just being aggressive, getting to the basket, and scoring from quality looks. Looks like Noise might be a little bit gassed over there. Hands on his hips. Martin misses that second one short. Rice grabs the rebound. Hartsgrove for 3. That's long. Jiski once again. Presence felt underneath the basket. It falls out of bounds and it squibs off the leg of Jiski there.
He wanted the foul on that one.
Yeah, Foxcroft have been very physical in the paint. And, I admire the refs for letting a lot go. It hasn't been a ticky-tack call game. They've let the physicality go, and that's been a good thing. It hasn't gotten out of control, and that's Crocker driving one down for 3.
Nokomis needs to really do something here, pick the momentum back up.
Yeah, Caden Crocker, 13 points. Madden White looking for the foul. And Noise pulls away the steal, and he's able to finish. Jacob Noise had a few of those in the first half where he just kind of caught Foxcroft sleeping on the inbound there. Does it once again, and that was a big bucket now. Foxcroft still leading by 11. Ames taking it to the rim. Hartsgrove trying to draw a charge. Doesn't get it. And Ames finishes. Ames a player with a solid first half. He's got at least 13. Once again, my stats might be slightly off. There was a lot of end-to-end action there in that first half. It was hard for me to keep up. Jiski finally gets his foul call there. Might be headed out of the game. Here he is. Lilly and Flag come in, 2 players who willed Nokomis to that little lead they had in the second quarter. We'll see if they can, make a push for it again.
I think something that hopefully will come into Nokomis' favor here soon. One more foul from Foxcroft, and they will be in the bonus. So as long as Nokomis can limit their fouls, might be able to get a couple charity points.
Yeah, and that's a good shout. With Lilly coming into the game, he's got a wide open look, and he knocks it down. Keith Lilly for 2 there. He's up to 9. But, yeah, Keith Lilly, I look for him to be aggressive and try and draw those fouls and get to the line. Coming back into the game after quite a long stretch on the bench by his standards anyways. But definitely an offensive spark, or can be if he's able to finish. Ames with a crossover. Flag nearly pulls it away. And timeout called by Foxcroft. Well done there by Flag to force the timeout. Good defensive play there. Brought him out to the perimeter. You had Foxcroft hyping up their players on the bench, but Flag really able to keep with Ames well. And we would like to thank Palmyra Golf Course and Campground once again for sponsoring Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting, 147 Lang Hill Road, Palmyra, and their phone number is 207-938-4947. We would also like to thank A.E. Robinson for sponsoring Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting, 60 Newport Road, Corinna, 278-4626. Thank you once again to those companies for sponsoring Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. We're also looking for more sponsors. If you would like to sponsor Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting, please contact Matt Brown. So we are about to get back underway here. Foxcroft leading by 11 still. Nokomis need to get stops. That's been the story of tonight. Inbound goes to Ames. Ames kind of cooled down in that third quarter after 11-point performance in the first half. He's got 13 now. Crocker with it, another player that's had a solid night. A couple of threes to his name. That's blocked by Noise. Comes away with it. Another transition fast break. Rice with an open look. He's a shooter. He misses, grabs his own rebound though. Up and under. It's Carter Rice for two.
Now they're cutting that lead down a little bit.
Yeah, Carter Rice has looked fantastic tonight. He follows his shots in on those threes, and he was able to score there off of that hustle play. Foxcroft will get the inbound off the foul. Nokomis have had the big plays, but Foxcroft have stayed in it with a really good trio there of Martin, Ames, and Crocker, all in double figures tonight. Inbound is into the hands of Rice, comes away with a steal, tips it in. Loose ball once again. We've seen quite a few of those just scrambles for the ball tonight. And it leads to another Foxcroft timeout. I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left, but they have been calling them in rapid succession here, Foxcroft, with Nokomis cutting the lead down to 9. And nearly came away with another steal. Foxcroft have turned the ball over more than Nokomis tonight. I don't have official stats on that, but it definitely has seemed like there's been a lot more turnovers on the Foxcroft end. But Nokomis really haven't been able to capitalize on that and get out in transition like Foxcroft have. They've been able to grab the ball, run down the floor, and create easy looks for themselves, and that's what's gotten them in this position. But Nokomis still with a chance here. 4:46 to go, 51-42. Both teams sitting on 16 fouls, so any fouls from here on out will result in a one-on-one, or a one-in-one, I should say, from the free throw line. Rice getting some time down the stretch here. 3 from Crocker. He can hit those. He misses this time. Noise has looked so good on the defensive end so far tonight. He pulls down that board. And White with it now. Had that good spell of play there. Into the hands of Noise and across to Lilly. Nokomis really need a bucket here. Kick out. It's flag for 3. He misses. Rice is able to save it into the hands of Cornett. Lilly ended up on the ground. He's slow to get up. Be a bit frustrated there. I'm not exactly what happened. Sure what happened there. Caught behind the play. Now it's Foxcroft. 4 minutes to go. Definitely going to be slow and selective on the offensive end. Trying to bleed that clock out as much as possible. Nokomis might have to force a few turnovers here if they're going to have a chance.
Yeah, under 4 minutes now.
Lilly looking for the charge. He's got it. Second charge drawn tonight by Keith Lilly. That is a big play there to get possession back for Nokomis. Without too much damage as far as the clock goes. Substitution here for Foxcroft. Witten a bit frustrated to come out of the game there, I think. And into the game comes Jackson Smith, freshman, gotten quite a few minutes tonight. So Foxcroft with another kind of trio with their freshmen as well. Madden White wide open for 3, rattles out. Lilly, good fight for the rebound, and he's going to draw the foul. Another hustle play. And that is the only reason, or one of the major reasons, I should say, why Nokomis is still into this ball game. If they hadn't been getting nearly every loose ball this deficit might be much larger than it already is. And Noyes has played significant minutes in that too. So he gets a quick sip of water off the bench. Jacob Noyes has played nearly this entire second half, and he's looked good in it.
I would say he's been a really pivotal player here, especially on defense, making those hustle plays, trying to give Nokomis something in the transition.
Oh, nearly another turnover there. Nokomis getting that press on, like I said. Ames drives, kick out, Martin 3. Short, offensive rebound, and that is a foul. Flag a bit frustrated with himself. Kind of tugged on the shoulder there of Jackson Smith, but that is a great play by the freshman Smith to grab that offensive rebound, and now he's going to get a chance at the line with a 1-and-1 to kind of extend this Foxcroft lead and make it very difficult. He's going to get 2 shots, actually. They're going to deem it a shooting foul then. Interesting call there. It looked like he was just trying to kick it out, but he does drill the first one. Makes it an 8-point lead. He misses the second. Ames pulls it down one-handed. Lucas Ames, quite the rebound there. Putting the moves on Lilly now. Tried a no-look pass to Smith, and that is going to go out of bounds. Nokomis trailing by 8 with 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes now. Nokomis really needs to pick up the pace here. Offensively, they've got to take good looks when they get them.
Yeah, it's crunch time. And it's kind of flip-flopped here for Nokomis. They were struggling on the defensive end before, now struggling to put the ball in the basket.
That's going to be another foul on Flag, I bet.
And that will be a 1-and-1. 8th team foul on Nokomis. That should be the 3rd on Flag. It is. So 2 minutes and 49.
That's his 4th.
That's his 4th. Oof. He should stay in. I mean, you got 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Obviously, the chance of fouling out, but with 2 minutes to go, you got to stay in there. Flag's been a bit quiet since he's come back into the game. That one falls off the front rim. Jackson Smith gets the friendly bounce. A little bit of a altercation here with the referee. Flag is forced off the court. Looks like it's going to be blood. So Grady Hartsgrove gets into the game for him. Bob Kreider will tape him up as fast as possible and most likely see him come right back into the game. Second one is missed, and Ames another offensive rebound. Ames is just going to try and hold the ball here. He's double teamed. Couple of pivots. Eventually, Foxcroft are forced to call another timeout.
Gosh, they have to be almost out of timeouts here.
Yeah, no,
they've called at least 3 this half. I don't know how many they're allowed, but
yeah, definitely. But they've all been forced by Nokomis with good defensive pressure. But the issue being those offensive rebounds. Ames back-to-back offensive rebounds off of free throws. And free throws are the area where you really cannot give up an offensive board with a numbers advantage in the paint, but the physicality and strength of Ames down low has just been really too much. And it's unfortunate with Flag having to go out for blood there. Could have played a role in that play there with the rebound. But Foxcroft leading by 9 with the ball. And I think if Foxcroft are able to score here, it's going to be tough for Nokomis to see any way back into this. I think this is a pivotal defensive possession here. I know there's still 2:42 on the clock, but an 11-point deficit is going to be tough to overturn.
9 point deficit.
9 point.
And it's going to be a Nokomis ball out of bounds on Foxcroft.
See, what I was saying there is if Foxcroft were to score, it would be an 11-point deficit. My math isn't that bad, Ashton, I promise. But nonetheless, Nokomis forced the turnover. 9-point Foxcroft advantage. Hartsgrove wide open, top of the key. He hits it. Grady Hartsgrove with a clutch time 3 to cut the Foxcroft lead to 6 points with 2:31 to go in the fourth quarter. That's a huge play there by Grady Hartsgrove, his second three-pointer of the night. Hit that one to open the scoring tonight, and now he drills another one. So we're going to take another look at that shot. So good ball movement there by Nokomis, and Hartsgrove off-ball movement. Spots on top of the key. He drills it. Grady Hartsgrove into the game. He got in because of the blood on Flag's leg, I think it was. And it's a good thing he did.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, and I don't fully remember, but I think he opened the scoring up for Nokomis as well.
Sure did.
With a little Drano in the beginning.
Yeah.
But definitely a pivotal play there for sure.
Yeah, Hartsgrove, outside shooter. Foxcroft are going to get the ball here. Nokomis with that press. And Ames coming around trying to get it. White guards him closely. Eventually he does. Good defense there by Nokomis. That's off Ames's leg. It is Nokomis' ball. Nokomis get it back. 2:26 to go, trailing by 6 points. Ames very frustrated. But that is another great defensive play by none other than Jacob Noyes. Tipped ball out of the hands of Ames, off his legs. Nokomis get it back. Hartsgrove with it once again. Nokomis need to take advantage here. Lilly, jump stop. Might have got away with the travel, but he puts it in. Keith Lilly for 2.
4-point game now.
Cornet back in, the freshman. And that's tipped away. Oh, Martin's able to keep it. Lilly, menacing defense there. He's got to be careful. And it's a foul before the jump. Nokomis looking for the jump. I do think there was a foul, and it might have been a little bit of a late call or a makeup call, but I do think Lilly fouled him trying to get back into the play. And unfortunately, that will be a 1-and-1. Next foul, there will be 2 shots for Foxcroft. Nokomis currently sitting at 9 team fouls. And Martin can shoot the ball all right, but I don't think he's like a stellar shooter. So we'll see how he does from the line. He does hit the first one. I think I might have jinxed Nokomis there, but he'll get a second one. You know, he's really shut me up quite a bit so far tonight. I know I said he couldn't shoot threes. He hit the 3. Couldn't shoot free throws. He hit 2 free throws. So Logan Martin. And Grady Hartsgrove finishes once again. Hartsgrove coming up clutch so far. And that is a foul. A little bit unintentional. It was a hard collision there between Lilly and Martin. And Lilly had his eyes on the ball. I don't think he saw Martin. But that is a clear foul. And so Martin is going to get another trip to the line, this time shooting 2.
And that's it for Lilly. That's his 5th tonight.
Yeah, and into the game for him is Flag, who's sitting on 4 fouls. So should Flag foul out, Thomas going to be very undersized. I think Glazitsky comes in. I think he's the next one.
That's who I'd be putting in if I was Coach Martin. Keep that size advantage. We should try and keep up the size in the paint.
Martin misses that first free throw. That's a big miss. Nokomis still down by 4, so it'll only be a 2-possession game should he make this one. And he misses that one as well, but it's another offensive rebound. And the putback is missed by Witten, so Nokomis have the ball trailing by 4. Minute 37, still plenty of time here for Nokomis. No need to rush into a shot. And that's going to be a foul there on Crocker. And it's going to be Jacob Noyes shooting a 1-and-1, so 2 more crucial free throws. Jacob Noyes, a player that I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it, Ashton.
Yep, we're just going to talk about how it's a down to the wire game.
And it looks like Foxcroft looking to make a substitution here, trying to get Richard into the game. It's missed by Noyes. Nokomis keeping that press. Going to force another turnover. Oof. Yeah. Noyes tried to pull it out, but it was too late. He really stepped hard to Crocker. And so Caden Crocker with 2 shots from the line here. A chance to extend this Pony lead. Chance to get it up to 6 points. Again, still going to be a 2-possession game either way, but you really got to look to grab this rebound if there is one on the second shot. Nokomis have struggled time and time again grabbing rebounds, especially coming off of free throws. And now is the time. to turn that around. Crocker misses the second. Flag grabs the board. So a 5-point Foxcroft advantage. Spots up for three. It's Hartsgrove. It rims out of the hands of Rice. He had the board, but Cornet just stripped it away from him. And loose ball. Noyes once again pressuring. He's on Ames. Ames the good pivot. Got nowhere to go with it, though. 4 Nokomis players swarming him, and eventually it's a foul. Noyes very upset with the call there. And it's going to be 2 more free throws for Foxcroft. This time it's Ames at the line. A minute to go exactly in this fourth quarter. 5-point Foxcroft advantage. If Ames can hit both of these, it'll be a 3-possession game. Again, very frustrated with that foul call there. It did go on him, but there was 4 other Nokomis players surrounding him, and the first free throw is missed by Ames, so no matter what happens here, it will be a 1-possession game.
Two possession game.
Yes.
Nokomis really needs to come down with the rebound, though, and turn it right around.
He hits it. That might even be better for Nokomis, though.
I think it is. That keeps it at a 2-possession game, 2 threes.
And, now you have a little bit of time to breathe and think about things before you push it down the floor. And White will take a second there before he grabs it so the clock doesn't start. Noyes with an open look. He misses that. Rebound's pulled down by Richard. Handoff to Ames. Nokomis need a turnover here or a couple of missed free throws, but it's going to be tough. Crocker with it. Hartsgrove guarding him. And what is the call there? It's going to be
a 10-second violation, I believe.
Yeah, so Foxcroft unable to cross half court. I thought that was going to be a foul. I was a little bit frustrated with the call first, but no, it's going to go Nokomis' way. So now a 6-point lead. No need for a 3 quite yet. White, tough shot. He tried to save it. Now it's up ahead. It's Martin wide open for the layup, and Martin's looked.
Nokomis needs to move quickly here.
Yeah, no. Witten did well to save that ball. Hartsgrove, good drive, finishes. Quick timeout. 18 seconds to go. Still a 6-point advantage. Do you foul here? That's the question, Ashton. 6-point lead. You got to hope for 2 misses. If you do, I think you really got to try and get a turnover off the inbound. You don't have much time left.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really think 18 seconds left. A 3-possession game is going to be close. 2-possession, might be able to, but I think if Nokomis can't get a turnover within, I'd say 5 seconds, they need to foul.
Yeah, you really got to hope for some misses here if you're unable to get that turnover. But now's the time you have to shoot threes. 18 seconds on the clock, 2-possession game. You need 2 threes. There's no way around it. And I think if you're Foxcroft, you're going to guard the perimeter tightly. And you almost let Nokomis have a 2.
Well, that's kind of what I was just thinking. Let Nokomis kind of drive in a little bit if you're Foxcroft. Don't foul. Just kind of stand there.
Yeah, but first here comes the inbound, and they're
going to foul.
Yep. Ames, not the worst player to foul on the court, though.
He went 1 for 2 last trip at the line. Nokomis really, really needs to make something happen here.
And you got to get the rebound off the second one, assuming there is a miss. Foxcroft pulled down the rebound. This game is all but over. And it's going to take something very special for Nokomis to have any chance here. And Ames knocks it down. That should ice the game. Lucas Ames with an impressive performance. I kind of lost track of stats, but he has well over 15 points on the night. And same with Logan Martin, over 15. I think Martin has 16 on the night. And then Crocker adding 12 plus.
Nokomis going to get the ball. 14.7.
I'm not sure that Foxcroft free throw went up there. It's a 6-point game. Did that Foxcroft free throw not?
Did we count wrong?
I'm not sure. But it's a 6-point advantage here for the Ponies.
Yeah.
12 seconds to go. It's Madden White at the line. And he'll get 2 shots. Both teams in the double bonus.
So Madden White really.
And there it goes. They just put up the
All right,
Foxcroft free
yeah.
throw there. I think maybe a little bit of home court bias, but it's not that good.
If you're Madden White here, I think you need to miss this free throw.
He's going to make it. Didn't listen to you. 12 seconds to go. Inbound. Foxcroft able to get a bunch of time off the clock there. Speedy player, Jaden Richard, another freshman on this Foxcroft team, able to draw a few more seconds off that clock. 8.4 seconds to go. Nokomis leading by 5. Or Foxcroft leading by 5. Sorry,
It's a fast-paced game. It's a fast-paced game.
Sure has been.
So this will still be 2 possession. I don't know. It's 8.4 seconds.
Yeah,
Nokomis is really going to have to, with Foxcroft all in the backcourt.
Second one is missed. Clock doesn't start until the ball's touched by Nokomis. 6 seconds to go. Noise spots up. He banks it in.
Banks it in. Oh, my goodness.
You need a timeout here. Nokomis must have been out of timeouts.
Oh.
That is unfortunate. So your final score, Foxcroft narrowly taking this one. 60-58 is your final in a very exciting contest. I think Nokomis are going to be disappointed with the result in this one, but a very good game between 2 solid teams, and I think that is a well-played game on both sides. I think that Nokomis's rebounding really was the difference, or lack thereof rebounding, I guess you could say, was the difference tonight. Foxcroft able to outmuscle Nokomis on the boards, and they were able to prevail. 2-point advantage.
Yeah, well, that is all from us tonight from Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. We'll see you back here on Friday as the Nokomis Lady Warriors take on the visiting Brewer Witches. Yeah. Thank you for watching Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting.
Think about it. Think about it.